into talk about TakeOver, how NXT is pretty hot right now, how we're excited about what we're coming up, and then I'll take it. That's all. Pretty much. Vacation.
Alright. We're ready to go. Hopefully you are. Wrestling Ramble time once again. Hi everybody, my name is Michael Barr. This is another week in the WWE. We just finished watching NXT for the week. We got TakeOver in 2 weeks in Chicago. The card is pretty much entirely set at this point. We know Aleister Black will be in action. We know that Asuka is going to be defending the NXT Women's Championship. And now we know who the number one contender is as well for the NXT Championship.
And all of those seem to be really hype matches.
Absolutely.
Gonna see the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne.
Yep, he's going to be taking on the WWE United Kingdom champion, Tyler Bate, for the first time ever on a TakeOver show. As we've talked about many times in this program, we're both huge fans of the UK styles, particularly Bate and Dunne.
Mm-hmm. And I have a feeling that Pete Dunne's gonna do it. What do you think?
I'm certainly hoping that he will. We know that he's more than capable of it. Pete Dunne is one of the people who trained Tyler Bate, so he's kind of like his sensei. Mm-hmm. So I think that would be a fun story to tell. And they were in the finals together of the WWE UK tournament. Mm-hmm. So I think it would be very appropriate for the Bruiserweight to pick up that UK gold.
I think so too. And then, I mean, it'd be an appropriate way to kick off their network show.
Absolutely. And we've also recently found out that the WWE UK network show that the big man just referenced is going to be commentated by Nigel McGuinness and good old JR.
Oh, that's awesome.
Absolutely.
I didn't actually know that.
The speculation right now is that this kind of change has been facilitated because Mauro Ranallo isn't around anymore. This does seem like a spot which is kind of tailor-made for him if you're around.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it is pretty sad to have Mauro gone, but having JR back is really nice.
Legend. Greatest of all time.
Just that poetic feel to everything he says.
Just that little taste of JR we got at WrestleMania for Undertaker's final match. That was enough to get me excited about JR once again, commentating WWE matches. So I'm really looking forward to this show. Surprisingly enough, despite the fact that WWE has kind of almost overwhelmed us with the new programming over the past year, they've done a pretty good job of pacing them, spreading them out appropriately, and not getting stale in their product week to week, for the most part. 205 Live has managed to become a pretty strong program, despite stumbling a little bit out of the gates. We know that NXT week to week is solid. And now Raw and SmackDown are also steaming right along. They could both be better, particularly Raw, but they're both in a pretty good spot. This new United Kingdom show, I'm not sure what day of the week it's going to be on, but do you expect it to be a week-to-week fixture or just a seasonal sort of thing?
I have no idea. I mean, they could very easily just have it be a seasonal thing. But if they do keep it a permanent thing, I mean, I guess it would be good, and I assume it would kind of move into that sort of European territory, I guess, to some degree. Mm-hmm. So,
well, just like how Jinder Mahal is now the number one contender for the WWE Championship, with the expected intention of WWE wanting to expand further into the Asian market, this UK show is exactly the same thing for the European market. And I think both choices are really well timed and really suitable because we've seen that fans are really passionate in both areas of the world right now.
Overall, would you say it's best for business?
So far, yeah. No complaints. As long as they can make it cost effective. That's really the major factor when you make any sort of big investment like this. The UK show, it's going to be using 2 established and under contract commentators, so you won't need to get any more new people in that regard. I had read that all of the competitors who were in the WWE UK tournament were offered contracts right after the tournament, most of them accepted. So you've got those guys ready to go as well. So you have a roster, you have a commentary team. All that's left then is a venue and a place to showcase it week to week. Maybe WWE will work out some kind of deal in the United Kingdom with sort of an equivalent to Full Sail University. That would be ideal.
Yeah, that would be.
Even if Nigel and JR have to be in the UK week to week, that's not a big deal. We can put someone else in the commentary spot on NXT, and I have a feeling JR would be fine with commentating once again on a week to week basis for WWE.
Would Tom Phillips be dominating the commentary scene then?
He's already face fucking my face every week, more than enough. So I have no doubt we're going to say more of Tom.
Are
Very
we
soon.
gonna have a 4-hour special show if that happens?
What else is a guy supposed to do when he has that much time on his hands and he's on a plane and he has an internet connection and an iPhone?
Slide up into girls' DMs.
Barely. This is just speculation. One thing that we know for absolutely certain, however, is consistent once again with WWE's programming. Our old pal Kevin Dunn was putting on a clinic once again.
Oh yes, for sure.
The matches overall, once again in WWE programming this week, were pretty good. There definitely wasn't any stinkers. There wasn't any spots that I thought,
No.
kill me now on. They even managed to right the ship for the most part with Cesaro and Sheamus, at least temporarily. It's a little bit better. SmackDown, on the most part, was a really good show. The big 6-man tag in the main event showcased all 6 talents really quite effectively, I thought. And the women's match was really good too. Becky and Natalia.
Team NBC.
Yeah, absolutely. Naomi, Becky, and Charlotte, I think, have a really, really good dynamic. As long as they don't screw it up the same way they did with PCB, I think this is a team that could potentially make them a lot of money.
Yeah.
All 3 superstars look and wrestle really differently, and that's the key to having a good team, is that you have to have members that are all really different and complement each other.
I'm still just wondering how exactly they're gonna play on, Becky and Charlotte, because they're just gonna be like, they have a common enemy, so they're uniting.
Charlotte being Charlotte, the inevitable turn is kind of programmed into any relationship she gets into.
Like Randy.
Right, exactly. So you can expect either one of those superstars to just pounce at a moment's notice. And I'm kind of surprised Randy didn't pounce on Sammy and AJ Styles this past week. He kept it together just long enough to get the job done.
Kept it clean. Well, I mean,
Relatively clean.
he didn't get the job done.
You're right. That's a really good point. He got pinned in the middle by the number 1 contender.
Yeah.
But he didn't sacrifice his integrity, and he did work effectively with his teammates. For now. No, I agree. It worked out really well.
Worked myself into a shoot.
That's kind of what we do on this program. Speaking of working oneself into a shoot, we saw Cage, our old pal from Lucha Underground, get into a little bit of scuffle with none other than Corey Graves' brother this past week.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a little dispute over apparently the Trump gimmick, El Hijo del Trump.
Oh.
But I don't want.
Tortillas?
Huh?
The tortillas?
Yeah, I believe that might have something to do with it. Yes, the tortillas. But
Specifically, tortillas.
I don't want to speculate because I wasn't there. This is just from one quick little video. But what I know for sure is that Cage, Pentagon, Phoenix, Aerostar, and Daniel Gloveman will all be back very soon on Lucha Underground. We're just a couple of weeks away from the return.
So soon.
Absolutely.
So soon, the mid-season premiere. After the mid-season finale.
Dario and his brother will be ready to ring the bell very soon. And we're really, really excited about it.
Will he spin the dial of doom once again?
I have no doubt, absolutely. We'll Cobra Moon slither in and out of the ring?
Possibly.
Will Paul London do drugs?
Also possible. Will Pindar come back? And Vibora was his name?
Yeah, I'm sure they'll both be back. You can't kill a snake.
No.
Well, you can, but it's hard.
Yeah.
As Randy has taught us.
Not even with a fridge. Can't
No,
throw the fridge
absolutely
on.
not. Well, Randy was wearing his pants that night.
Oh yeah.
It makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
'Cause
he could slither out of
Absolutely.
his
He doesn't have to worry about getting cut.
No. It's perfect.
For the most part, yeah. Is there anything you wanted to touch on particularly from the week that was?
From the week that was, I guess I just wish I got to see AOP at least in action a little bit. Or Heavy Machinery. But next week I have a feeling they're gonna be doing something.
I hope so. Otis and Tucky, I guess, were in the gym benching.
Yeah.
Possibly 495. Boom shakaloo.
Or maybe eating a bunch.
Probably.
Yeah.
Let's be honest here. AOP and Heavy Machinery are probably hitting up the buffet every lunchtime and having a good time.
Together.
Absolutely.
Oh my god, the 4 of them in one restaurant.
Rest in peace, restaurant.
Yeah. They'd match, guy. What if Rusev was there too?
Your restaurant's done. Pack it up. Call everybody. Yeah. No sick day today.
And Big Show. And Braun Strowman.
No, they'd have to close the door. They wouldn't let Big Show in. They would just laugh and say, "I'm sorry, we can't do it. We can't. We don't have time."
No. We don't want none
No,
of that business.
not right now. Do you and I have time to talk about anything else, or should we get going?
I think we're out of time.
Yeah, I figured we were. All right. Well, you heard the big man. We gotta run, but we'll catch you next week on Wrestling Ramble.
Shut it down.